Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakaka Dash Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. This is your boy Azar coming at you with another lesson from the GMS Miami camp. Okay? The title of this lesson is going to be The Beast Will Be Unleashed. The Beast will be unleashed. Who is the beast going to be unleashed on? It's not going to be the righteous. It's going to be the wicked. All right? And there is going to be a time in the season when that is going to happen. Okay? A time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Now, you do have some of these beasts now who are in captivity, like in zoos, for circuses. Some people have these wild beasts for pets. And some of these wild beasts, man, are fucking up these Edomites. All right? A wild beast is supposed to be out in the field, doing his thing, like lions and bears and, tigers, things of that such, hyenas. And you have some cases where these so-called these Edomites are having these animals in captivity, and one day the wild beast just decides, I'm going to attack this bitch, even though they have known that human for like 15, 20 years. Salakio, my throat. But they still go off. I mean, they still not go off, but they still they still attack their provider. That's because a wild beast is not supposed to be in captivity, man. A wild beast is supposed to be out in the field. But during the time of Jacob's trouble, these wild beasts are going to come out and start attacking people. All right? And like I said, they're not going to attack the righteous. They're going to attack the wicked. All right? All right, so let's check it out. Let's get into the lesson. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, third chapter, starting at the first verse. To everything there is a season. Okay, like I said, to everything there is a season. There's gonna be a season where these wild beasts are gonna come out. Not also that, but during the time of Jacob's trouble, you're gonna have plagues, different things going on. In that time period, it's gonna be a lot of hell breaking loose. Okay, so. Ecclesiastes, third chapter, starting at the first verse. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. The time I'm referring to is Jacob's trouble. A time to be born, a time to die. Yes, you're gonna have a lot of people to die in Jacob's trouble. A time to plant and a time to pluck. So if you don't plant this truth inside you, by honoring the all statutes and commandments, rehearsing the righteous acts, reading scriptures, learning Hebrew, if you don't plant that, allow that to be planted in you, you're going to die. Okay? A time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. Okay? And Lord willing, if we are the hopeful elect, the Most High will pluck us up, into those chariots, man. Okay, verse 3, a time to kill and a time to heal. Okay, during that time of Jacob's trouble, those wild beasts are going to kill. The plagues are going to kill. All right, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. A time to break down and a time to build up. Okay. All right, now let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha. All right. Ecclesiasticus 39. Oh, it's like here. Starting at verse 28. 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made him. Again, okay, you see that word, time. And what did I read in Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, 1st verse? There's a time. It says, to everything there is a season and time to every purpose under heaven. Okay? This is one of those times I'm talking about. Okay? Ecclesiasticus 39, starting at verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Vengeance means to get back. You know, the Most High is going to take vengeance upon these wicked as people on this planet. Which in the, okay, they are spirits that are, okay, Salakia. They are, okay, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, in the peace the wrath of him that made them. Okay? Now what kind of things are going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble? Okay? Alright, you're going to have fire in hell, famine, death. All these were created for vengeance for the wicked. Okay, and then I'm getting down to the part where I was talking about the wild beasts. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 39. Verse 30. Salakia, verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So there you go. Not only famine and plague is gonna it's gonna come here to America, but you're gonna have beast of wild field coming out here, man. Just coming out the woodworks, you know, because you know these zoos, humans are not gonna be able to maintain the zoos no more, and then who knows what Esau has created in his underground dungeons, experimenting with animals, coming up with these new animals and stuff like that. You know, you don't know. Hey man, these wild beasts can come out of nowhere, man. During that time when everything is just not, you know, where, you know, it's gonna be worse than a government shutdown. I can tell you that. But let me tell you something, man. This is real. All right. Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11. Okay, chapter 11, verse 16. Starting at verse 16. Or is it 15? Okay, starting at verse 15. But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived they worship serpents, void of reason, and vile beasts, that doeth send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for the vengeance. Okay, let's go down to 16. That they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also he shall be punished. Okay, verse 17. For the almighty hand that made the world of matter with form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of fierce bears or fierce lions. Okay? You don't want bears and lions attacking you. Okay? You don't want because the Most High is going to put that spirit on these beasts to get you during that time. Okay? During the time of Jacob's trouble, when everything goes to hell, you don't want that. Alright? Let me read it again. This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15 through 18. But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents, void of reason. You know, so you have some people today who worship serpents void of reason, for no freaking reason at all. You know, it doesn't do them any good. All right. And vile beasts that doest, and vile beasts. Okay, so you have people who worship beasts, and you know it don't make no sense. Why would you do that? So this is what's going to happen to you if you continue to do that. For some of you, thou doest send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance. So since you want to worship those beasts, the Most High is going to take vengeance upon you and allow those same beasts to come and kill you. You know, and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, the beast does exist. Oh yeah, that beast does exist, but it's going to kill your ass. All right, definitely. Okay, let's go to the book of let's see here, Jeremiah. Okay, let's start at verse 15 and go down to 3. All right, let me see this. Let's start at verse 2, chapter 15, verse 2, go down to 3. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death, to death, and such as, well, you know what, let me start at the top. Jeremiah 15, starting at the top, verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death, to death, such as are for the sword, to the sword, such as for famine, to famine, and such as are for the captivity, to captivity. And okay, verse 3, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. So it says right there, the Most High can put the spirit on the dog to tear you up. Just imagine a rock rolling, a pit bull attacking you at the same time. No. And then on top of that, you're going to have other beasts of the earth to devour you and destroy you. So by the time the rock roller and the pit bull just tear you up, you're going to have a beast that's just going to come there and they finish you off and devour you, eat the heck out of you. Do you want that? No, I don't think so. I don't think you want that. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to stop right there. I have more other precepts too, but Lord willing, if the Lord willing, I might do a part 2 on this, because the other brother did a fabulous job on this lesson. He did Teeth of the Wild. I forgot the title, but he did a similar lesson to this, and basically what I did was just lamb back off of him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is interesting. Another thing I want to tell you, man, think about it like this. Hyenas, when they eat you, hyenas are one of those wild beasts out there. And when they hunt you, get you down, pin you down, and they start eating you while you're still alive. Okay, now lions, they kill you first. They go for the throat, and then they eat you. But you're going to have some beasts out there that have the mentality of hyenas. They just going to eat you while some could eat you while you still alive. And just imagine a wild beast tearing up your stomach, tearing off your arm, going for your face, while you still alive. You don't want that, man. That's vengeance, man. You don't want that vengeance, man, from the Heavenly Father. Because it's going to hurt, man. It's going to hurt. Not only the wild beasts, but the plagues, those nuclear missiles, man, famine, all that good stuff. I mean, it's not good, but all that what I just said, you don't want to experience that. So hearken yourself to this truth, man. Honor the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Do your 3 videos a week, All right, brothers. Till next time, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.